welcome. Thank you for coming tonight. My name is Sarah Brown, and I am honored to welcome you all to the Celebration of Life birthday party for the one and only, the extraordinary Alan Ridley. Yes, Alan, Marie, and the family are so thrilled that you have all taken the time out of your busy schedules to celebrate this special man's life tonight. I am here as your host, but more importantly, I'm honored to be here as Denise's friend, Alan Marie's daughter, Denise. Denise, you already know, I am kind of developing a little bit of a crush on your dad as well. You don't mind, right, Marie? No. But seriously, it's been lovely getting to know both of you as well over the last couple of months. To the entire Ridley family, I cannot thank you enough for the privilege of being here tonight to share this evening with you all. Of course, we are here celebrating with Alan and Marie's children and grandchildren, and not only are his sisters Muff and Jill here, of course, but his youngest brother Stephen and sisters Wendy and Virginia have come all the way from England. Welcome. Yes. And we are just delighted that they and all of you have come here to help us celebrate this evening. To give you an idea of our evening here together, tonight we're going to be enjoying hearing some reflections and stories from some of Alan's dear family members, friends, and colleagues. We'll take the time to listen to some music, watch a video presentation, and then spend the majority of our evening eating and drinking. And of course, it wouldn't be a party for Alan Ridley if there wasn't dancing involved as well. So break out those dancing shoes as well, right? Just one announcement that I've got for you before we get started, though. There is going to be a video booth right outside of this room to your right-hand side, run by Jordan Thomas Brewer, where if you would like to send a personal video message to Alan, you are more than welcome. After the formal portion of our evening tonight together, you're more than welcome to head on over there and share your thoughts, reflections, a message for Alan for a special video that's going to be put together later. But for now, let's get on with the show, shall we? So first up, it is my pleasure to welcome forward Marie's youngest brother, Jeff Casoria, and he also has come from England with his wife Karen, his daughter Frances, and his 6-month grandson, baby Luca. If you've seen him, yeah, super cute. Saw him getting his picture taken with Santa earlier. So Jeff, I think, yeah, come on out. Welcome Jeff as he comes.
Okay, you just wait, I'm going to get my own back. Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here, and it's indeed a pleasure for myself and my family to be here amongst you all. And I'd like to extend that privilege to those of my family that aren't able to be here this evening. Yes, I just thought I'd just reiterate what Sarah had mentioned. I am Mari, not Marie, Mari's baby brother. Okay, I was rather taken when Denise asked me to say a few words on this occasion. And her text reply, when I asked what you had in mind, was any impressions of Al. Anyhow, I misread that. I misread it as impersonations of Al. Anyway, I thought, I can't do that. For one thing, I'm taller than he is. I don't think I'm as cosmetically challenged. I've got a bent nose. And a smooth face. He's got a crooked nose and a craggy face. Excuse me, are you listening? Although his cheek dimples are rather endearing to some. I don't have that pigeon-toed wiggle walk. I'll demonstrate. I don't think I'm a know-it-all. But park that thought.
Yeah, that's two.
Yeah, I don't have a loud voice. Bloody hell, Marwy! Where's my bowling ball? Apologies for the accent. Not mine, his. While I'm on the subject, I don't think I'm alone in recognising that the Ridley's normal voice register starts at the health and safety minimum for the use of ear defenders. I often wondered how mild-mannered Muff came by her name. Anyhow, impressions. Al actually became my style guru. He set my dress code for life. I know it's hard to believe from what you see here on this stage today, but growing up, I was a horrible kid. I don't blame them. I think my parents appear to have given up on my guidance early on in my upbringing. Frankly, I think I would have done the same had I been in their position. However, I still remain sensitive. Way back whenever, it was great to have Mari and Al over for their first return visit to the UK. And so what did you do when you came over in those days? Every traveller paid a visit to Marks and Spencer's to top up on their undies. Any excuse for an afternoon's peace, my mum and dad said to Mari and Al, take the kid with you. Now, good people of Canada, you've got to listen up, because this is going to serve an important lesson in English. I'll accept the differences that you use for parts of cars, the Americanisms that you use. I might need some help here. What we call the boot, you call the trunk. Yes, thank you. And what you call the hood is the bonnet to us. But for the images of this muse, I'm going to refer to pants. Now, what I'm going to call pants is not what you call pants. What you call pants, in proper English, are trousers. Pants are pants, and this is what we call pants. You know, this feels like a Tom Jones concert. Anyway. Anyway, we're in Marks and Spencer's, Wood Green, North London, buying underwear and sizing me up for mine. Why? I don't know. I already had a pair. It was a Saturday. The shop was crowded, full of people. We're standing at the counter and still exercising proper English on that occasion. the Al Ridley 110 decibel voiced megaphone whispered in my ear, "Jeffrey, you gotta dress properly. You don't wear your pants on the outside of your shirt." This sensitive brat of a kid, totally mortified, berated in the front of the whole of North London on how I wore my pants. Now, yeah, you remember that thought I mentioned? Yeah? What did he know? That in 45 years' time, it was going to be real street to wear the band of your pants showing on the outside of your shirt. So for me, he left an impression. I feel sure in saying that for most of the people gathered here today, he has also left an impression. Not necessarily in the underwear department. Al, a big family man with a big heart and a big voice. I'd ask you all to charge your glasses, please stand, and raise a glass to the great man himself, who's the embodiment of a kind and caring family man who will always stand by you and do right by you. Finally, Al, although we may not see you in whatever place we move on to, we will certainly bloody well hear you. To Al.
Thank you, Jeff. Wonderful. Oh, thanks. Well, we're now going to hear from a couple of more gentlemen, friends and colleagues of Alan as well. First of all, Bob Herrick and Frank Standardo. Where are you guys? Come on up while I introduce you. These guys, Bob is the chair and Frank is the VP of the Mississauga Seniors Council presentation. They've got a special council, and they have a special presentation that they would like to present. And then following them, they're going to be followed by Alan's friend Ray Pratt, who is a friend and also fellow member of the Streetsville Seniors Bowling League. So following them, Ray will come. But first of all, please welcome Frank and Bob.
That first act was really a tough one to follow up on. Mine's going to be boring. Back in 2011, there was various presidents of senior clubs in Mississauga got together and formed a council to fight City Hall and get stuff done. And Al was part of that. In fact, he was instrumental. He still is. Like the predecessor here, you had a loud voice, you had lots to say. We had several confrontations, but we always remained friends. Al is very determined. And he's got plenty to say all the time. But Al, you are such a big part of this Mississauga Senior Council, and we just love you. You're so important to us, and we want you to come back to us and get some things done that haven't been done. So, having said that, I'm going to pass this on to Frank, and he's going to give you a plaque that we had made for you to commemorate this occasion, and to let you know that you're forever with us all the time, and we depend on you. So Al, or Frank, do you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Bob. First of all, I would like to say that I'm both touched and privileged to be here tonight to share this evening with a dear friend. I think it was meant to be that I met Al. 4 years ago, we had called a meeting for a Thursday morning, and there was a snowy day, and I said, I'm not going north of Toronto, Mississauga, Meadowvale, to this meeting. But something inside of me pushed me to go. At that time, that place, that day, was the first day I met Al. I think it was worth it. I'm glad that I went that time. I knew Al had some good tastes, but I couldn't find what kind of taste he had until he told me that his wife was Italian. That was, I found out very good taste. Al, we love you, everybody, and I hope that you be with us forever, and we'll be with you. Thank you for being part of us. Be strong. Come up now, we have something for you. Thank you very much. You're strong as ever.
I'm just going to say a couple of words. If you think you can get away with just giving me this ain't going to work. You know that.
Oh, boy.
When I get up there, and it won't be long maybe, once I've organised them, I'll be back. So don't worry. So, when you're sitting there, Frank and Bob, one meeting and you look over your shoulder, don't be surprised if you see me standing behind you.
Oh, I won't be. You will be looking for that.
Anyhow, thank you everybody. Thank you.
I'm going to read this. Stay here, eh? I'd like to read what this plaque, I'll show it to you. A nice picture of Al and the entire senior council. And what it says is, Mississauga Seniors Council awards honorary membership to Alan Ridley for his generous contributions as a co-founder and executive member of the Mississauga Senior Council, and nominated and confirmed by the chair, Robert Herrick, vice chair, Frank Stenardo, past chair, Bernard Jordan, executive secretary, Andrew Lee, treasurer, Cynthia Houston, publicity and web master, My Fan, member at large, Lois Jordan, and the city of Mississauga liaison, Lorena Smith.
Thank you. Don't give us a Frank, you're the best Italian I know.
You're the best Englishman I have met.
Don't go away. I won't go away. Don't go away. Do you want to sit up here?
Stay right there, Al. It's an honor to have been asked to make this presentation on behalf of the 72-odd members of the Streetsville Bowling Group. So I'm just going to read, and on the back, we're going to place this in the bowling alley. So, November 28th, 2015. It is hard to believe that over 20 years has passed since Joy made you, Al Ridley, the president of the Streetsville Bowling League. How time does fly, but when you're having fun. Over the years, you've organized our league, the Streetsville Golden Age Bowlers, which is rated as the best seniors bowling league in Mississauga. We also have the best bowling alley, Streetsville Bowl. Al, your teammates and fellow bowlers, old and new, get great pleasure from your famous words of the encouragement to all new bowlers. Down the middle. You can hear it all across the bowling alley. As a token of our many, many years of contribution, the Streetsville Golden Age Bowlers would like to present you, Al, this plaque, which Tony has agreed to mount at the Streetsville Bowling Alley in your honor. On behalf of the league, warmest wishes and heartfelt thanks, the Streetsville Golden Age Bowlers. And just as a note, a big shout out to Dorothy, Jean, Maisie, and Jill for collaborating to make this plaque put together. Thank you very much. I forgot to mention it's signed by the 72 odd members of the league, so it'll be a.
Just one note on this. When I first took the league over 20 years ago, we just moved into Mississauga, and excuse me, I choked up.
You sure you can speak?
This woman that was doing the announcing said to me, we would like some help. So I said, all right. Murray and I went up to her house in Meadowvale, old Meadowvale, sat down there and looked at some papers and said, yeah, we don't mind doing the scoring, this, that and the other. The following week, the woman wasn't there, but there was a fellow, he was doing the announcing, an old fellow, and he said, we now have a new president.
Just like that. That's it, how we looked around.
And I've been there ever since. So don't let somebody put that to you. Be very careful what you say. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you. I've enjoyed the bowling.